Well, I'm hoping this document that you had within the agenda packet has not been printed, because it talks about a senior citizens freeze. Windcrest does not offer tax freeze for our senior citizens. It asked if they can still register to vote. October the 9th was the last day you could register to vote. It asked who can vote, and it talked about registration certificate dated at least 30 days prior. Well, today's law says that as long as you have a pictured ID, you can vote. So I'm hoping this isn't something that's going to be distributed to our community with those, especially the freeze, because I think the senior citizens should know that if they vote for the bond, it will definitely affect their property taxes. Then the other suggestion I would have, if you're going to amend this document, is that somewhere on here you indicate that these bonds for the street is for 20 years, and for the fire department it's 15 years. That's not on here. Then if we're really doing truth in information, I would think that we would have on here the total cost of these bonds, not just the monies that we're receiving. That the $7,000, I'm sorry, I have trouble with big figures, $7 million bond is really going to cost roughly $11 million, that there's going to be $4 million in interest, and that the $2 million that we're voting for will really turn into almost $3 million by the time we pay all the interest. I think that should be noted on here so that a citizen can readily understand how long they're going to be undergoing this tax and exactly how much it's going to cost the city in order to have these bonds move forward. So I would ask that you amend the misinformation and add some additional information so that the citizen or the voter that walks into the polls really has the accurate information they need to make a good decision.
The mistake that she did point out, which was that there is no over 65 freeze in the city of Windcrest. What there is a over 65 and disabled veterans exemption of $15,000, but that is a different thing than an over 65 freeze. The version that was distributed to City Council this afternoon makes that correction and notes what the savings to the table would be in the event that someone is eligible for that.